Destiny is actually incredibly smart, but he is brain broken as fuck. Hassan is retarded and he's brain broken. Yeah, no, genuinely. You could take a guy who looks like Neon and have him parrot every point that Hassan says, and he'll be the laughing stock of the fucking nation.
We made a little Asmongold. That's kind of fun while we do this. While we sketch shit. What we got? 18 minutes ago.
Guys, welcome back to another
I guess we
daily
could do TecTone
recap
too.
of all the bullshit going on in the streamerverse over the past 24 hours where we get to point and laugh at them. Guys, leave me a comment. Don't say me. Who do you think the biggest bitch of all streamers is? Do not say me. Okay? If I see the top voted comment just being TecTone with no words, I'm gonna lose my mind. You're gonna grow up and you're gonna say who the biggest bitch is in all the stream world. I love this shit. You know what I mean? It is so great to be in a position where I get to go live and just make fun of people all day. Very good. By the way, yes, in fact, I am looking extra jacked today. Like, comment, subscribe, and turn the bell on for all notifications because we got some real juicy shit to talk about. So let's get straight into it. We start off today's video with xQc calling out Hassan, which I love. Two retards are fighting. However, I love this retard. xQc, even though this guy doesn't like me, I don't know why, because he hates everybody. That's okay. I'm all cool with that. I like this guy a lot. And he called out Hassan, which means I like him even more.
Middle will do it.
Dude, the right is brain dead. Everybody's brain dead. Everything policy is brain dead. Destiny's brain dead. Asmongold's brain dead. But the brain dead of the year.
It's so funny hearing him talk like that.
So here's the thing, and I want to make this very clear. Asmongold is not brain dead. I would say out of all political streamers, he's the most intelligent. And the reason why I'm going to say that, and I mean this, and you can call me an Asmongold, that's fine, I don't care. The reason why Asmongold is the smartest political streamer is because he trolls, he doesn't take it that seriously, and he doesn't get brain broken by it. He doesn't care. He takes it lightly, and he never lets the political space consume him. Whereas every other streamer lets it consume them, and then they either end up being very far left or very far right. Asmongold in that same position remains left-leaning, more so a centralist, even though it would benefit him the most to pick one of the extreme sides. He doesn't do it, and he handles it with a little bit of class and rapport, which that take will drive everybody nuts. Now, here's the other thing. Destiny is actually incredibly smart, but he is brain broken as fuck. Hassan is retarded and he's brain broken. Yeah, no, genuinely. You could take a guy who looks like Neon and have him parrot every point that Hassan says, and he'll be the laughing stock of the fucking nation. And that's just the truth. Let's keep going here.
I am pulling the ripcord. Azan is brain dead.
Yeah.
He says the most wildest shit,
Yep.
but never applies to him. It's diabolical, brother.
True.
I think that since he's back against the wall these days, he actually knows for that he's doing it. But he's like, dude, the right does this, so I'm gonna do it, start doing it too. Acting like we don't see what's going on behind the scenes, acting like we don't see the mindset. It's obvious he's swapped, and he's going to like last ditch effort tactics because he's back against the wall.
Yep.
It's not crazy. It's the most obvious thing we've seen ever.
It is. It's incredibly obvious, and it's embarrassing how more people haven't picked up on this yet. The thing is with Hassan is he's not compelling, he's not entertaining, he's not charismatic. He's pretty good looking and good for him. I mean, I'll be real, I'm far more attracted to Hassan. And this is the truth. You put 10 women in front of me and Hassan, 80% of them will choose me over Hassan because they know Hassan has a baby dick. Everybody knows this. Everybody knows he has a baby dick that doesn't fucking work because he's using so much testosterone.
Guys. I don't think he's
shrink to the size
a small
of 2
dick.
grapes. It
really
is the
tall.
truth. It's very embarrassing. But
how funny would that be, though?
Knows, they actually
It'd
call
be like
Hassan
Bedazzled.
Baby Dick Piker. It is the truth, guys. It is the truth. Baby dick paired with baby oil. That's Hassan's whole gimmick. But yeah, no, it's very embarrassing. He can't make good content, so he has to resort to just pandering to extremist propaganda because he's just not a good content creator.
He's mad that the
he
people.
Is.
Bro, it is insane. Bro, look at this guy. Hold on. I found the Azantard.
Here we go.
You're hating at his success.
No. Because it's short-lived.
As a substitute
it will crumble
for factual correctness, and they assume that they can just sort through a plethora of information and come to the correct conclusion without taking the time to sanitize the information. That
yo, you want to talk about me losing 100 to 0? You know what? Here's my best thing.
And here's the other thing. It's crazy that anybody would go at xQc saying they're mad at Hassan's success when xQc has Hassan's entire net worth on his wrist, right? xQc has 100 times Hassan's net worth on a USB stick.
You want to make fun of me for losing 100-0 to fucking Jinxie? Okay? Azan sits there on Mr. Chair every fucking day, okay? And he mauls that he lost to a cockroach. He calls him cockroach. He calls Asmon cockroach. Says, yo, this cockroach. And he loses to cockroach every single day. 365 days of a year. He loses to cockroach. Yes, they didn't just take it. Yes, just take it.
You know, in the fight, like boxing and
So
shit, they
what
say when you
Hassan
like
needs to
talk shit
understand
about a guy, you have
is the art
to
of
recognize that they're a good
professional
fighter to sell
When
the
you
fight.
go up against an opponent, you need to gas them up, not tear them down. Because the thing is, when Hassan receives his daily butt fucking from Asmongold, and all Hassan does is talk about how unintelligent he is and how awful he is, and then Asmongold f***s him in his ass, that's just gonna make Asmon look better and Hassan look worse, right? Because Hassan has spent every single day trying to discredit him, but in reality is Hassan needs to acknowledge that Asmongold is his better. Hassan needs to acknowledge that even with his millions of dollars, with his Lamborghinis, with his $3.4 million LA mansion, with his maze, with his illegal immigrants, with his steroids, with his finasteride, with his hair transplant, with all of this exercising he does. Every day you wake up, Hassan, your reason to be on this earth is to take Asmongold's long, hard dick in your ass. Every single day. You have this guy
so
doing your main career as a part-timer, and this part-timer does your job better than you could ever do it as a full-timer. And you should be praying to God and counting your blessings. Asmongold actually might be going on break, because that is the only time you will ever have more viewers and more success than him. That is the only fucking time. Hassan, you are a joke. You are a weak, pathetic man attempting to hide your insecurities in a Gucci bag and your Prada shoes. You are a weak fucking man. And you have all this strength you have, and you still won't fight Sam Hyde. You have all this intelligence, and you still won't
Sam
debate
Hyde's a big
Cassidy.
boy.
And you want to know why that is? Because
It
you are
goes to Kiev,
BFN,
dude. It's not to be
big
trifled with.
for nothing. You are a absolute fucking joke, and you know that. And it doesn't matter what you say about me. It doesn't matter what you say about anybody or any of their relatives. It doesn't fucking matter, because at the end of the day, that does not change the fact that you are a sad, pathetic little man. And I know you'll see this, because I know when you end the stream, you pull up all of this shit and you just get so upset on, why won't anybody respect me? Because you're not a respectable person. And the worst thing is, you could get the respect from the people that you crave, but you won't, because your audience captured. And you will say whatever you need to say to capitalize on the people in your chat and nobody else, because you understand you're a fraud. You've built your entire career on being a fraud. And that is what you are, and that is what you will ever, always be. Because you can't tell the truth anymore, man. Because you are now captured by this horrible audience that you have cultivated. Congratulations, you played yourself. Enjoy your millions. It will come crumbling down very soon. So Hassan dono shames Mudahar for giving away 200K. Let's watch this.
Like during COVID, I probably gave away $200,000 of charity, and it was like out of my personal accounts. I don't write any of this off for taxes because I don't believe in writing off charity for taxes. I think it's a pretty shitty thing to
You absolutely should write off your charity donations, because if you do, then you will save more money from the government, and then you can take that money that you saved and put it back into charity. I know a lot of people want to view charity as this holier than thou act, but like, you really should just get a bag, right? You should just get a bag and just call it a day.
do.
Writing off charitable donations is a shitty thing to do. How?
It's not.
Why? All that means.
So here's the difference. Writing off your charity donations is not a shitty thing to do. The shitty thing to do is
Taking that
donate
money,
to
yeah.
a charity because your only intent is to make people think that you're a good person. However, charities are still getting paid, so who cares? But deep down at your core, you are a shitty person if that's what you think you need to do to make people like you, is to donate to causes you don't actually care about. That's why I see through charity auction and charity donations. But writing off your charity money isn't shitty at all, dude.
means is that the money you donated is tax exempt. It means you can donate more money to charity, as Brandon Herrera says.
It's a pretty
You
shitty
should.
thing to do. Well, for me, it's like
The
some
more
people,
money
yeah.
you can write off, the more money you can keep from the government and spend it better, you know,
Well, like,
putting it toward more
like,
charity.
Yeah,
the
true.
money that I
How can you be the CEO of a company, a serious businessman who knows his shit, but
Look at
you
this.
don't
I
understand
was watching an Asmongold video and I tried to sketch
I'm
him.
just saying.
Isn't that
All
funny?
these guys.
It's like maybe that's what I'll
Another
do.
thing I don't
While I
fucking
watch people's
regularly
videos, maybe I'll
boast
just
about
sketch
is
them.
my charitable contribution.
It's kind of fun.
Guys, I donate a lot to charity. Bank, bank, bank. I'm such a good person. I never talk about it. Live streams every good deed they ever do. Only donates while live. But I never talk about it. Oh, guys, Alveus will donate $10,000. Hassan, just shut the fuck up. Let me call you out in fucking 10K, brother. If you were such a good person, you don't talk about your charitable donations. You have Maya on DMs. If you wanted to give her 10K, you could have DM'd her that. If you're so humble about your donations. But you made sure to do that because that stream was popping off. Hassan, shut the fuck up. Let's keep going here. Another lie in 4K. Here we go. Another one. Goes viral for soliloquizing about how bad kick streamers are. Okay, let's get it.
I'm gonna be drawing this guy.
I'm asking you again,
The
please.
bald guy in the corner.
Please leave it up. Okay.
Bald.
Yeah. It is off? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not filming it.
Okay. Thank you.
When he started the video, he was sitting that direction. He
So
had a
this
keyboard
guy
in front of
just
him. He kept
says
moving his
you
hands up
can't
and down.
record. This is a private property.
I'm over that.
So
Someone drew his
Hassan
beard,
lies and
his
says
beater,
that the
I'm trying to do
camera's
our best.
off when the camera's not
kinda
off,
looks like
which
Asmongold,
could lead
doesn't
to a
it?
lot of employees getting in trouble,
Doesn't
losing
it
their
look?
job, and leaking their personal information
It looks like a,
live to
like Peter
hundreds
Point.
of thousands of
Fucking
people.
cartoon.
And this guy wants to talk about how kick streamers are bad. Hassan, you are a fraudulent piece of shit. That is 3 clips in the past 24 hours.
Yeah.
Jesus, this guy fucking sucks ass. Here we go. We got a clip from iNoobs.
I would consider that, Elijah. It's one of those things where I don't plan on ever running a boxing event again. So, if there is an opportunity to box in the future, only worrying about myself would be great,
Yeah.
I would love to fight you, iDubbbz. If anybody's looking for an opponent in boxing, I would love to fight anybody. I'm looking for a reason to get in the ring. I would love to fight anyone. My only prerequisite
I would box.
is that I
TecTone.
had to have shit talked to you at some point
Oh.
in my lifetime as a content creator because I need to feel
boxing.
some animosity towards you. And I also need to feel that if I beat you up, that I'm saving the planet in some way. So if I've ever shit talked you and I think you're a bad person, just know I would love to fight you because I need to save this earth from
Fighting's
shitty
rough.
people. I would love to fight anybody and everybody.
I used to box
And
in high
now we
school.
have Asmongold commenting on NMP's weight gain, which is great because I did the same thing 1 month ago and I got
Think about- you
tons
can't
of
play
shit
fighting,
for it.
you know?
But it is what it is.
I've noticed him getting fatter again.
Oh.
It's actually really
Has
sad.
anybody else noticed Nick getting fat again?
It's actually really
Or is
sad.
it
I'm not
just
gonna lie.
me?
No, it's actually, and I mean this with a lot of care in my heart. NMP looks fucking terrible. He does. NMP looks god awful, and it's really sad because he was looking amazing. He was looking amazing, but now, I mean, my God, bro, he is large and in charge.
Yep. Yep, he slimmed down to get a new hot girlfriend, and now he's getting fat again. I feel bad for Catchy.
He slimmed down to get a Minecraft skeleton as a girlfriend, and now he's getting fat again.
That's crazy. How could he do that? He's gonna be so mad. Do you want to know the reason? I think that one of the big reasons.
You want to hear what it sounds like for NMP and Catchy to have sex? I'm just trolling! It's a joke! It's a fucking joke! It's a joke! Catchy has said way worse shit about me on stream. And yes, that was leaked from their porn video.
Reasons why Nick started losing weight I took this photo of Nick without him knowing.
Ooh.
And I was like, damn, bro, like, this is it, right? Like, that was it. And, yeah.
I disagree. I think it's about the divorce. And, you know, guys, I'm going to say a hot take. I am.
Obviously
I'm going to say a hot take. I think Melina treated Nick like shit. I do. I am genuinely someone in the side of, I think Nick was actually too good for Melina. And this is a take why LSF hates my ass. I think Melina was a vile, bitter, cruel, disgusting person. I do. I genuinely do. And I say this every time, and every time I say this, it gets put on LSF, and they get so upset. And they say, this is the guy saying it. I don't care. I've never had anybody be worse to me than Melina, because she's very pro-woman. Yeah, no, I mean, I think NMP just lost a lot of weight and wanted to lock the fuck in order to secure a girl. That way he would see that Nick can succeed even without her. And now she's trying to take 70%, which is like, ugh, Jesus. I mean, damn. And it's crazy how the internet is so against NMP that they actually think she deserves all that money and Nick doesn't deserve any of it. I can't tell you how stupid of a fucking take that is. I think the idea that anybody thinks that Melina even should get a penny from Nick is retarded. Genuinely. They are two individuals with no kids. They have no kids. Why the fuck is Melina taking half of his shit? No. People say she made him. No. Soda Poppin' made Nick. And then Nick made himself. That is not a thing. Let's keep going here.
And again, he should be saying thank you.
Didn't she help him with his streams? Yeah, that was her choice. That was her choice, man. That was. She could have been doing anything else. That is what she chose to do. There is no, oh, I help you with my stream, now get 50%. Do you know how much harder it is to get a viewer base to watch you rather than help someone with their stream? And to even humor the idea that it was a 50-50 relationship, a 70-30 relationship is fucking insane. Because here's the idea, guys. If Melina was so good at streaming, then why doesn't she become a streamer? Why doesn't she do that? Okay, go ahead. I mean, guys, come on. This shit is a joke. Let's keep going here.
Thank you. You helped me, right? And so that was it, man. The divorce? I don't know about that. This was way before then, honestly. And, oh my God, some of these are so... Yeah. Jesus. Look who it is.
Am I surprised by this? No, absolutely not. All right, let's keep going here. But I will say, Nick, you are a dumbass for not getting a prenup. You are a dumbass for not even getting a post-nup. You got played. You need to lock the fuck in, get in the gym, and maybe drink some more kale, man, because your brain is up if you did not get a prenup. That is insane. Now, and this is what I mean by I know exactly what my audience wants me to say, which is, yeah, fuck Nick, Melina, #1. I don't care. Get angry at me, get mad, complain on social media. I don't give a fuck. Call me more slurs, call me a criminal. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to lie to my audience about how I feel. And if you disagree, that's okay, but that's where I'm at. There is so many people saying, everybody knows that nobody's watching NMP stream for Nick. So if that's true, why is he still getting 30,000 viewers, 30,000 viewers, 16,000 viewers, 19,000 viewers, 19,000 viewers, 23,000 viewers, 25,000 viewers, 28,000 viewers? Like, come on, guys. Let's lock in. Let's stop pulling shit out of our ass. And guys, you gotta understand, I think NMP is like an all right guy, but I have no motive. I have no motive to defend this guy. I understand he ain't gonna invite me to anything ever again, and I don't care. He can do whatever the fuck he wants, right? Obviously, all the benefit I have right now is to farm him for some drama, shit on him, and get more views and say, fuck this guy. I already know that's the play, right? There is zero benefit. There is actually only downside for me even remotely appearing to have his back. But I don't want to lie to you guys and feed into these false narratives that everybody else says, because they're just not true.
Of course, is that, like, it's a reminder when I see, like, a lot of young people watching me. It's another reminder that, like, I mean, I take what I do very seriously in terms of, like, giving a alternative perspective to people that they never really frequent, they never really see. So it's a lot better. It's a lot better that they get their news from me than, you know, than get into like the brain rot content, I think. So
Hassan, you are the brain rot content, and I know you're using your 1 HP voice because you're trying to sound based right now. But brother, can I just make a comment? You look so small. You genuinely do. Look at your head. Look at your fucking big old bobblehead. And your weak ass shoulders. Why don't you post workout videos anymore, Hassan? Where are all those gains that you have? You talk all this shit about how nobody can talk about you because they can't bench as much as you. And Hassan, I bench double you. I double your fucking reps on bench. So what are you even doing, man? Genuinely. Okay, put on some clothes, buddy. Ain't nobody trying to see that shit. Goofy ass boy.
that's something I got to work on as well.
We don't have to-
You know, something I got to actively push back against, like with all the clippers. I still don't know how.
Hassan, it's not clippers that are making you look bad. It's you making you look bad. Because we sat there and we watched an entire in-context debate of you versus Ethan Klein, and you go on record saying, I support the Houthis. 10 toes down. What they're doing is a good thing. They deserve a Nobel Peace Prize. These aren't clippers, Hassan.
And
you
Frank,
are just
right?
a piece of
Isn't that the
shit.
thing they said?
And you need to understand that. Any vouchers in chat?
I still haven't been able to figure out. I guess like with overwhelming force, we just need to do positive clip PR to just like to just like counterbalance all of the negative clip PR that
Hassan, how about you just say that you don't advocate for terrorism? Is there a clip of Hassan saying that? Because if Hassan were to say that, his PR would shoot through the roof. All you have to say is that you denounce terrorism. And you won't even say that. That's what's insane.
comes from like numerous communities that I've gotten.
And the reason why you won't say that is because you do advocate for terrorism, which, by the way, isn't a good thing to do.
Numerous.
Thanks for clarifying.
You're a self-proclaimed socialist, and you're chilling in a $1 million hotel room. Brother, get a grip. Your entire life is fraudulent. You are the biggest phony I've ever met. You want to be seen as like the Boston Red Sox, the underdogs, but you're the New York Yankees. You're a fucking dynasty. You aren't this poor little up-and-coming streamer. You are this established piece of shit millionaire, incredibly fraudulent terrorist, left extremist. Like, there is so many things I can say to explain to you why you're a piece of shit. Right? It could go on and on and on and on and on. And there's so many bad things I can appropriately call you. I actually struggle to remember all of them. That's why it's so hard. Because you do a new shitty ass thing every single fucking day.
There's communities that I've like beefed with, you know? You got to do more collab stuff, I fear, like streamer games. Yeah, I do have to do more collab stuff for sure.
I really feel that if anybody were to unironically invite Hassan to do their streamer events, they're as big of a piece of shit as he is. Finally, we get to end this video with someone talking a little bit of sense. We have Asmongold on terrorism.
Asking Hamas why they won't just agree to a ceasefire. What do you mean? Hamas has put forward a fucking million ceasefire proposals. Israel's the one who fucked them. No, your analysis is fucking busted here.
Yeah.
This is, of course, also completely, you have to be completely oblivious to the fucking conditions on the ground. And not only the conditions on the ground, but also
Defending Hamas? Yeah, Hamas are terrorist murderers that kill their own people.
Yep.
And they starve their own people, too. They're disgusting.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, the world is, as soon as Hamas is removed, the world will become a better place.
Yep.
You know,
guys, hot take in 2025, terrorism is bad.
who else agrees with me on this? Saudi Arabia. They're terrorist, religious, extremist, fanatic, psycho murderers.
Yep.
Terrorists do that? Yeah. You can't look at what they're doing or saying. Yeah, it's insane. Still haven't released the hostages? Yeah, exactly. Hamas ceasefire equals reloading.
Has been chatter. yeah, guys, I'm going to say this once again for everybody who couldn't hear it in the back. Yeah, terrorism is bad. I don't know how the fuck this became a hot take in 2025, but here we are. Anyways, that was your daily Slap My Little Piggies. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll keep you up to date with all the other dumbass shit that's going on in the world of adult children in the streamer world. See y'all next time.